a faint mark so we could just see where we were going with it. But the carpet, it was like, oh, this is what my brain thought it was gonna do.
I swear, I was gonna grab it. I thought about the chalk, and I was like, fuck it. I'll go grab it. And I was like, no, I'm not going down two flights. That's how. Let's get this thing kicked off.
Ugh.
Oh shit! I was like, wait, something's missing.
Something's missing.
Gray Area episode part 2. Hold on. This podcast is now in session. Hello, beautiful people. Where are you? Where am I talking here? Welcome to episode 71. The Gray Area episode part 2. This is gonna be shit's about to get weird.
Wow.
What?
A lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, we got a big docket.
Okay.
This is one of those full days where you're like, damn.
Well, I know this evolved like 3 different times also.
Right. 100%. Where do we start? Let's start. I want to start with some. What is his name? Nimesh Patel. He's a comedian. Oh my goodness. That was mad. I hit that mad long ago. Blame Apple. Don't blame me. Anyway, I'm moving on. He was a comedian who was kicked off stage at Colombia University, excuse me. First of all, I think, like, when I first saw it, the first thing that popped into my brain before I even got into the story was, I'm like, yo, comedians, like, live shows are great, because live shows is what brings in the money. You know what I'm saying? So, even with music artists, like, the shows is what brings in the revenue.
Right, otherwise they wouldn't do them.
Right.
Is that because they get, like, you get more fans that way? Or is that just the way that you make more money?
It's also the way you work out material. Like, you gotta see, me just talking shit on a podcast is not necessarily art form. You know what I'm saying? But as far as putting together a show, putting together a production of, and then knowing what works to take my show on the road, to take a fire show on the road. You know what I'm saying? So if you get 200 people, you can get a good idea of if that joke's gonna work or not. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
sometimes you don't know.
Right. So that's where my brain. So that's what I was saying. The first seeing it, I was like, why would you even do a live show anymore? Like, just give it straight to, like, we can, if you bring back the aura or no, I don't want to say nuance, but like bring back the real star power. Like, everyone's too accessible. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's too accessible. Motherfucker don't even, he go out to see you at a show. He'd actually rather get on Instagram for heckling you, almost, or being like, hey, I'm standing up to this guy, than enjoying the fucking show. Like, you know, the comedians just like, sit down and enjoy the fucking show. Get out of here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I was really thinking, like, you gotta bring back the star power. Like, do that shit on.
You can't go backwards.
Well, let me get into it. I'm gonna play
the show.
I'm gonna let him tell it.
Representing Asian identities and all that. I'm like, dope. And I get there at like 7:30.
He was on Joe Rogan's podcast.
And I walk in and I'm like, okay, I know all these kids. I mean, they're like 20 or something, but like I know them. I grew up with these kids, you know, like Abigail's and Pratik's or whatever. Like, I know all these guys. Right. And immediately my comic hat turns on. I'm like, okay.
I'm gonna pause this for 1 second before I even let him get to his story, because the reason he was on the podcast. So I'm gonna go in order for everybody. It went viral that he got kicked off, and nobody knew the joke. in the comments you made about the comment you said about black people and gay people. So everyone sees this, no one knows what the fuck is going on. He's coming to explain his side.
The energy's dope, but the show, like acoustically, I'm looking. Okay, there's a high ceiling. The lighting shit.
We know because we could barely hear you, bro.
It's not set up for like a comedy event, but I still think, okay, this is gonna go well. 8:30, 8:45, I get on stage, and I'm like, I do some Colombia stuff because I went to Colombia for like a summer program. I start making fun of the kids a bit, and I say, do I have to give like a trigger warning? Almost like joking. Like, do I have to give a trigger warning because I know, that's a thing? And I say, like, be careful. Some of this might be sexist. Some of this might be racist. Just buckle up. And one girl boos, and I'm like, wait, you're booing already? It's like 2 minutes in.
And I'm gonna give him another minute.
I literally said, I just listened to the set on the way here. And I said, well, buckle up, because this is the real world or whatever. And then I go into material, and it's going well. This is one story I want to dispel. Like, I will fully own a bomb. If I'm bombing, I know I'm bombing. I will tell you that I've bombed before 1 billion times. I'm doing fine, 60-70% of the set. 17 minutes in, I tell the joke where I say, effectively, I don't think being gay is a choice, which is, I don't think it is at all. But this is how you know, because there's gay black people, and no one's going to choose to be gay if they're already black, right? No one's doubling down on hardship.
It's a funny joke.
Thank you. No one.
There you go.
It's a funny joke.
You heard the joke.
No one, no black dude ever wakes up and thinks, you know what, this black shit too easy. I'm going to put on a Madonna halter top and some Jordans and tell an Indian dude how to live his life. That's not a choice. You were born that way. And that.
Now, first of all, when I first heard the joke, I wasn't like, I was like, that's not a terrible joke. I don't think it's funny. But somebody, if I went with, if the people in front of me were laughing, I wouldn't be like, hey, that's not funny. Like, oh, it's a fucking joke. I can't even call it a bad joke.
Right.
Joe Rogan thinks it's funny. Whatever. So, I don't. So Colombia, did you think?
I'm with you. I was like, it wasn't really a funny joke, but I didn't find it offensive, and I don't. But I'm not in either one of those shoes. But I was like,
that's why there's a gray area episode, because I'm like,
it wasn't funny to me, but I wasn't like, oh, I can't believe he said that.
Right.
Like,
now
I kind of like.
It's also weird that, and to be clear, where I was going with this. I mean, what I wanted to make clear, that when I just went to watch the video to see, to take you through the same thing I just saw, I was like, all right, well, then you hear his side, and you're like, all right, let me check this out. I also looked down in the comment section, and because I was like,
I didn't do that.
Gotta check. See, don't do it. It's not. You don't even want that for your life, right? I'll bite the bullet for you and check the comment section.
Like you used to watch the news.
So, right, exactly. Somebody, I'll do that for you.
Like, take one for the
day. Right. Because you don't even, some of that shit you don't even want in your life. Anyway,
right.
I saw a guy like, this was hilarious. Laughed until I pissed myself. And I'm starting to break the ice. Maybe I'll become one of these people. We'll never know. I guess we'll know at episode 710. But I actually commented on it. I was like, all right, bro, wasn't that funny? And he was like, is somebody offended? And I was just like, wait, actually, I'm not. Like, I was like, wait, what? I was like, oh, yeah, that's what I get. Like, stuck your toe in, you went too far.
Right. Fucking minded my business.
But it's also, but see, that's the beauty of comedy. Like, the same shit that I'm like.
I feel like if I would have commented on it, though, he probably would have been like, yes, it is funny. He wouldn't have been like, somebody offended.
True. You can see my profile picture. But see, that's where I also think the whole thing is weird. That I'm not saying there were no black people in the audience. I don't.
Right.
The people that were on stage were like three 19-year-old white kids, and it's like, well, I get the outrage. I'm not, and that's why I'm not even gonna. If you feel offended by that, all right. I can't tell you what to feel. We probably never would be in the same room together. And that's what Joe Rogan was talking about. Like, that's why I don't perform at colleges. They don't know anything yet.
Right. You know, they haven't lived any life. Which I totally was like, oh yeah, true.
Right. So.
Like,
but it's weird. Like, are you speaking out for gay black dudes? Because when he said, and when he actually looked at it, which I'm like, about. Like, I don't like his, like, I got that joke from a gay black dude. It's like, that's not gonna help your. No. But that's not gonna help your case. Like,
you should have just left it.
Yeah, that's the I got black friends.
You should have just said
that's the classic.
That's not offensive.
Yeah, right. But they actually kicked him off stage. He ended his set, and he also says he was 17 minutes into his hour set. So, and like he said, he's gonna say whatever. This is gonna get offensive. Whatever. Would I have? See, that's the shit with comedians. Comedians are supposed to push. Some comedians are supposed to push the envelope, but I don't know. I never really watched The Daily Show because it wasn't really my kind of humor, but like I think that show specifically like changed the aspect of like now and you notice it with even Netflix specials, like some of them are like a fucking TED Talk, like some of them are like, I'm gonna give you some jokes, I'm gonna put some really real shit in that cancels out everything that was funny about this special, and then hopefully I can make you laugh after. Like comedy turned into that to being weird. Like right, like a comedic way of accepting the truth. So,
but if the three girls who came up there were the ones who organized it, I'm sure that this wasn't like way out of his character. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. You didn't know what kind of a comedian he was. He's not a, like, I don't understand.
See, and that's what also he was confused about it. Like he was like, it was like a crowd that's supposed to be for me. Like,
right.
Like, what? Like, what are we doing here? But I don't know. I really. And you know what? Before we even get into that, and let me make sure those girls were white. Like,
I feel like they might have been Asian because he said something about being Asian American and then
but see that was a little bit. That's why it's fucked up.
And it wasn't like an Asian American.
That's what I mean. But that's
event.
I'm not trying to get my narrative or prove my own point. But it's like you. Either way, are you offended for the gay black dude or are you offended as you?
Right.
Like either way, you know what I'm saying? Like if a gay black dude was like, nah, I'm not rolling, I would have been like, all right, like now you definitely.
That's
like,
exactly how I feel. Like I'm not in it, so I don't.
That one is clear, bro. Like all right, bro. Like I'm not.
But that's why I can't say like I'm offended.
Sure. So,
but it wasn't a funny joke. I wasn't like.
No, not at all. But so I got and you know what? I'm gonna get into. This just in. I don't have a.
You have to do that too.
That's about to be some. They're gonna bring back the Harlem Shake next week, and I'm like, damn. See, we had one. Chris Rock, Louis C.K., and Jerry Seinfeld, and some other like.
I don't know who the other
wild
guy is.
Dude, which we never finished his Netflix specials.
That makes sense.
We're sitting in a room, and I just see Chris Rock trending on Twitter, and that's the thing about Twitter, and what's cool about the internet is Twitter is the first in line, and that's what we'll get into the comedy shit, but this is a gray area episode, so I'm gonna just detour a little bit.
Okay.
That is when I realized news was bullshit. I've been on the internet a long time, honestly. Since like having a Twitter since 2010 actively, I actually like shit like this is further confirms like, it really does happen from the comment section. It happens from like like it happens from like, what is this? This is crazy. Someone with a lot of followers and influence, and if that whole crowd gets going, it like snowballs. So when I see some shit with 56,000 like retweets early, you click it and it's like, damn, like. This is the first line. Like when you click something and it's 18 minutes ago, it's like, if I didn't tell no one, like, no, when would you know? Right? So I was like, oh, no, this looks like a 56 bands. This looks good. So I just see Chris Rock trending, and I click this video.
He's the blackest white guy.
That's Chris Rock.
And
talking about Louis C.K.
Things we think about black people. This fucker.
You're saying I'm a nigger.
Yes, you are the niggerest.
This is wild.
I have ever.
I forget this dude's name.
I don't think
Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld's very uncomfortable. Jerry Seinfeld's representative of what I said.
Yeah.
You don't even understand. Really? You don't really know.
Chris Rock looks crazy trying to say it.
Like your bit about, I wouldn't use it anywhere.
No, exactly. These two.
We
use
say
that
nigger on stage.
on stage.
You guys don't. That's a.
Yeah.
This shit is weird to me.
I don't even understand. What is?
That's right.
We
say
compare
nigger on
it in
stage, you
different
guys
ways,
don't.
but that's definitely a pairing. Who says nigger on stage? We don't. Well,
That's wild. Like,
yeah.
You and me say nigger in private.
No.
These two guys don't. I don't believe he says it in private.
I'm giving it up just because it's played.
I don't believe it's. I don't think you've ever said it probably in your life.
No.
Yeah, that's it. That's the huge difference between you and me, I think.
Well,
you
found the humor of it.
Yeah.
I haven't found it.
Right.
Nor do I seek it.
all right.
So let me ask a question.
Shoot.
What are they doing? Like, where are they at right now? What's happening?
I think that's like I see it every once in a while. Like, I don't know whose show it is, but it may be some HBO shit. But I see like a group of those 4 comedians like get together in that same setting. So I don't know if it's on Showtime. I gotta find out. But
That's crazy.
yeah, that when I first Jerry Seinfeld, I was like, okay, somebody gets it.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit before I even get into. I personally have been in a room, and that's where I look at Chris Rock, and I'm like, nah, it's not that because I actually felt guilty. Like, I've been in a room with white people, and I've been in conversations with white people, white dudes, and a white girl, to be like, I forget, and it was just weird stories. And like some weird shit in the story, like, you know it's coming. Like, it gets to a certain like point in the story, you're like, you gotta say it. Like, so it wasn't like that. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't like this guy is like, you're calling me a nigger. It's like if for that person to other person to initiate it is like totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be like, oh, bro, come on, bro.
No, it's
you gotta take it easy. Like,
it's unacceptable.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna blame Chris Rock. I'm not gonna say he's gonna represent everything that should have happened in that moment. But I think it was like that was a weird moment. Like, I would have been like, damn, bro. Like, because we say it in private and you guys don't say it in private. Like if you guys say that shit in private, that's your own sick way. Like, if in private, I would have been like, oh, what the fuck? With those two, being me, and those two being those two, and in that private moment, you're like, and I know everybody. It's easy to say. It's easy to say what I would have done, because in the situation, I didn't handle it like. It was a weird and when it happened,
you're caught off guard. I'm sure.
I wasn't. See, that's the crazy shit. I wasn't caught off guard, but I was like, I don't get flustered, but I was like the story. They're still telling the story. And I was just like.
Like,
I'm sure my face was
I
like.
don't think he can. I don't think
it was kind of like that, right? It was like, but I didn't verbally say like.
Right.
I don't think we could. I kind of just moved on with it, and I think I'm like, damn, maybe. And when I look at maybe that set the seed for the snowball effect, right. And I'm not saying if you use that, and I would have made it very clear, like, look, I don't look. Whatever you do with your other friends,
don't do that shit around.
I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling. Like, this is the whitest white. I gotta play this one more time because this shit is really crazy.
I can't.
He's the blackest white guy I fucking know. And then all the negative things we think about black people. This fucker.
You're saying I'm a nigger.
Yes, you are the niggerest fucking white man I have ever.
Oh, amazing. I don't think he could do that. I don't think he has those. There's only two.
See, now that I'm glad that happened. Like, I'm glad that its job was done in there to me. You're being like, all right, somebody said something. At least there was a voice there being like, right. Yeah, nah, this is crazy.
There's still hope in humanity.
Now, see, this is where also I don't want to be a hypocrite like I accused Joy Behar of being last week. So I get, like, you're a comedian, but I'm like, there's gotta be, and this is where it's fucked. That fake outrage is fucked up, because in this situation it kind of just gets caught in that that cycle. And maybe this is Louis C.K., you know, because that's outrage is a way of marketing.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Outrage is a way of... Now, I don't even know what this fucking show is. But now I'll know. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'll know what the show is.
We hadn't heard about the show.
I saw it a couple times. I saw it enough times.
Maybe it could have definitely been like marketing and like fake, because he is known to, like, he's not known for good things, but I'm sure like any publicity is publicity.
And that's what, after that, see, any motherfucker that'll jerk off in front of you, like, he gets like, yo, you mind if I? He didn't have his sexual assault scandal was he was jerking off in front of chicks. They're like, no, I don't want to have sex with you. He's like, you right? Can I just jerk off? You mind? And they were like, sure. And he went for it. You know what I'm saying? Because they said, like, I didn't run out. I didn't feel. And he was like, yeah, it happened. So what that tells me about this guy is he has a certain amount of, I'm doing it. Like, a certain amount of, like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I'm gonna get my shit off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, if that's his style of comedy, and whoever likes him for why they like him, because and he's another one, I actually don't finish his Netflix specials. And I don't remember his episode of Comedians in Cars, but I'm gonna watch it again, actually. Of him and Seinfeld. I forget.
Like,
we watched it though.
You sure we fit? Because some of them we didn't finish, I feel like.
Right, and actually, I feel like that episode was like 17 minutes, so I don't remember what he was driving. So what he was driving, well, maybe you tell me what Jerry was thinking about. Like, you know, maybe I'll look at it different, like being like.
But this, I mean, he may not have known, because he seemed surprised by it. So it's not like maybe he didn't know he was like that yet when he was on his show.
See, maybe that's why I say if they do this shit in private, maybe Seinfeld doesn't say anything. Maybe he does. I don't know. But I think, like, that moment, like, he was like, I don't think he could do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that moment would have happened in private, but, like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, what's happening?
Like, and Chris Rock was just like, yeah, he tried to double down on it, and it's like, nah, see, that's why I think.
I'm not impressed with that either.
Yeah, no, that was like, bro, you definitely, and not that. I'm not saying what you're.
Nobody should be condoning that.
Not that, like.
Period.
Yeah, no, I can't even. Yeah, it's no. And is it? Am I being a hypocrite? But I feel like, all right, if we're gonna do that, then where do we go from here? If this is, because it's not gonna happen like that every time. It's not. If that shit happens in a Starbucks, if four guys like that hear that in a Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or some shit. It's may not just be chuckle. You don't know what's gonna happen.
I feel like it shouldn't be said, period, but I'm not offended or bothered by it, and I get it, and it doesn't make me feel like it's any more okay for me to say it.
See, but you have good sense. And
right.
And you have enough like emotional intelligence to realize it is, you know what I'm saying, it is yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, like in my grandmother's lifetime, the shit she's seen with her own eyes, you know what I'm saying, growing up in Alabama is like, damn, that shit makes me even feel like an idiot saying nigga around white people, you know what I'm saying, it makes me like damn, like, I know it's it because it's in my, you know what I'm saying, the way, but I'm like, damn, like, makes me feel like now I gotta do better. Somebody gotta do better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we getting to. Then this is fucked up. Like,
it's yeah.
I maybe just came in, so I gotta digest. I don't think my feelings are gonna change about this by Tuesday. I don't think there's any. But like, I'll digest it. We'll come back to this because we were just talking about white kids saying the word. Like I don't say the F word. I think I gotta I'm gonna say neighbor instead. Like, so like I say maggot, I'm gonna say neighbor. We're gonna cleanse a little bit. Like I know some shit, but shit like this makes me like, nah. See, you gotta be different. Like this is not the way. This is not wavy.
No.
So we were talking about white kids saying neighbor at Kendrick Lamar concerts.
And Drake concerts.
So we'll get back to this again. We'll go back over it. And with this Chris Rock thing specifically, and I'll move off of it for now. But
digest.
See, that's another thing. We get this shit so fast. We get this
tons of information all at
right,
once. Like if you want to go through, if you want to sit online and look up traumatic fucking news events, you could literally do it all day, every day.
Yeah.
You could take in as much
like Netflix,
bullshit,
like suggested for you
bullshit as you want to.
You could take in that same way with information and.
But it could be negative.
See, that's what I'm saying. That Louis C.K. joke, or whatever that was, I don't think it was a joke, but if he says it, that's whatever.
He is a joke. But
what Louis C.K. said was probably fucking hilarious to someone. Like, and I feel like even this guy, like, it wasn't fault. Like, if Chris Rock, it wasn't laughing out loud funny, but see, this shit I think is actually funny can be said in a room full of 30.
Right.
And the overall can, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is about right.
Not like hitting two people.
Not like someone thinks like someone will like
right.
it. So, you know, and not out of 1 million people, if 80 people are laughing, like that's not, yeah, you fucked up, bro. Like, that's not a good 80. It's not always everything, and maybe this could be our their way of getting us to know about the show.
You need to hit like, I don't know, 70?
A nice percentage. Like, it can't be baseball numbers. You can't be 4 out of 10 with jokes, or you was fucking trash.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta have a home run in your. How many times are you averaging? I gotta call Harry. How many times? Like, comedy's like baseball. Like, you gotta. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You gotta hit or maybe like football. Like, you gotta have high numbers. You just gotta get. You did.
Grades.
That is like you're ejected out of the game. No, like that's like, all right, no, there's rules to this shit. You took it. That was way out of the gray area.
Yeah,
that was
done.
That was in the white. I don't know, man.
He threw the bat.
Yeah, in fact, like the pitcher charged the plate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, this is fucked up. Like, I don't know. It ain't really no. And with comedy, like shows like The Simpsons, and shows like The Simpsons. Their way of getting the shit off, I love that way of in comedy. Like, I love that it makes you think, like, oh shit, that's crazy. Or, you know what I'm saying? And the way they make fun of things and they go about it 360.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, The Simpsons, and it's a fucking cartoon, so it softens everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they just make fun of everything.
Right. But I think it's to a point where it's like, damn, they can't even help. Like, no, seriously, like, it's some shit is like, we're at that, and I got an announcement, I guess, at the end of this show.
Okay.
So I guess
save it. All right.
Yeah, I'll save it. But we're at that blackout stage. But you know what? And do you have your cellular device on you?
I do.
Okay, thank you. I want you to look up H.G. Wells, the predictions I sent you.
Mm-hmm.
There's you know, he's an author, but there's people that I feel like it's weird that they predicted this, right? Like, it's weird that people were like, yo, when, like, social media, like, the older people, they're like, the phones are no good. Like, and you're like, go ahead, stop it. Like, don't be ridiculous. You know? And then, like you were saying, like, you can take in the good shit.
Right.
You can take it in. But I could see how, like, this doesn't get any better. Like, this doesn't get any
going downhill.
Yeah, like, the ceiling is getting lower and lower, and I'm like, we're running out of it. Like, this fucking sea is parted. Like, anyway, H.G. Wells. What's the one about social media? I believe it's the second prediction.
Wireless communication.
Wireless communication. Yeah, start with that one, and then. Oh.
You said and then.
Oh no, go ahead. No, it's fine. My bad.
And then.
Can we do that?
Hadda. That wasn't real similar. Anyways, wireless communication. In Wells's alternate reality novel Men Like Gods, 1923, people communicate exclusively with wireless.
By the way, I'm sorry. I love you.
This
and you're
is
great.
like
No, I have
one
to.
sentence.
No, I have to. You know why? You're the kid. If you called on, you can call on you to read out loud in class, and you're like, boom. Me, I was like, wait, what? What do you want me to? So I want to salute your.
By
you being on the
interrupting
spot
me.
by interrupting you. Now please go ahead. I'll shut up.
You know I have to start over now.
No, you don't. Just read the last line. Oh, did I fuck? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm the
I'll
reader
shut up.
here.
I know. That's why. I see. I'm an asshole. That's why I got kicked out of class all the time. Go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna go again. In Wells' alternate reality novel Men Like Gods, 1923, people communicate exclusively with wireless systems that employ a kind of commingling of voicemail and email-like properties.
But see, my bad. I didn't mean to fuck up your shit. But yeah, see, you should have predicted that I was an asshole.
Wait. When did he make these predictions?
Did he die in 1944?
I'm gonna tell you.
We got my bad.
Born in 1866. Scanning. I'm not gonna read all this shit. My voice is kind of raspy. In his 1914 novel, The World Set Free, Wells envisioned atomic bombs. His 1898 novel, The War of Gods, 1933. That one was in 1923. He made another one, 1969. Anyways. Excuse me, 1901. What was the other one you wanted me to read?
I believe it was number 6 on that list. And I won't interrupt you one time.
Okay. Oh, it's a long one. Okay. The World Wide Web. In 1937, the writer laid out a vision for something he called the Permanent World Encyclopedia, which was published as an essay and later in the book World Brain. A great number of workers would be engaged perpetually in perfecting this index of human knowledge and keeping it up to date, he wrote in the essay. Further, he added that it will be made accessible to every individual. It need not be concentrated in any one single place. It can be reproduced exactly and fully in Peru, China, Iceland, Central Africa. In case you haven't already guessed, the living example of this World Wide Web prediction of Wells is what we call Wikipedia, Google, or the internet as a whole.
Now, he knew that things were going to go too far. And
with just information.
The 30s, right? The 30s and 40s with just the information. Thank you. Those were great reads, by the way. I appreciate it. You're amazing.
Thanks.
And I would have been let back in class by now. Thank you.
Have a seat.
To apologize in front of you.
In the whole class.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, Lindsay.
Apology accepted.
I appreciate that. What was I saying? Oh, he knew shit was fucked up then, right? So now we're at the point where
nothing existed really.
When it was like we didn't even crack the surface of technology. Right, exactly. Fucking telegraphs was going out. Not that it's like pigeons were still being sent.
Right.
On a regular basis. The post office was booming. You know what I'm saying? So now we're at the point where scientists are like, yo, we need to slow down this AI thing. Like we need to all right, things are getting too fucked up.
The bad part about that is there's not a whole group everyone is not willing to stop. Other people are information hungry. So they're even if we were okay, we're going too far, AI will take over 100%. If we continue, somebody's gonna be have to see it.
That's gonna be the scary shit, right? If they say all right,
so if there are a bunch of fucking scientists
fucking bombs,
saying right. That maybe we should slow down a little bit, there's other ones
there's big money in
we can get ahead.
See, this is where
this is a little scary.
That's why the box is open. Pandora's box is open. and shit's fucked up. I wonder if we can put a wall around it. Can we put a wall around the box?
Oh God.
Yeah, since I guess this is the area we're in the fuck shit section of the gray area. So we might as well get into the wall. This was another one I saw.
Twitter.
Trending on Twitter. See, that's the shit about the internet. Just when you want to be like, stay off social media, like, there's some crazy shit happening that is right there. The information is right there at your disposal.
That's why I'm glad
real dollars being affected.
Not even just that, just information. Like, what if, like, you get back to the wall situation, but like the movie last night, Birdcage. That's why I felt like, oh my bad, I got my bird cage is open. That's why I felt like, I love that type of shit, because I feel like, all right, if the world ends, like, at least these movies, they thought about this, what would be kind of like, I'm like, I kind of just mimic them, like, hopefully this shit works out. The Book of Eli, and like, that was one thing, he was actually blind, spoiler alert. Sandra Bullock, with the mask on, I'm like, oh shit, if you could teach a 5-year-old, that should be alright. Like I'm like, hopefully by the time this shit happens, I'll be the drunk man drinking in the second aisle. Like being loud as fuck.
Like, don't let nobody into this motherfucker. Playing my Drake vinyls that I got that I can still bump. That's
that's how they find us every time.
But see, now we watched that, so hopefully other people who also watch Birdcage will be like, yo, remember that movie? Mm-hmm. Like, remember that? Everybody would be on the same page, so it would all work out. Anyway, I don't know where I was taking us with that, or you were taking us with that.
I don't know either. I don't remember. But
the Birdcage shit being fucked
wall.
Up. Like, see, even that, even in like, with Birdcage. Because we had a high moment. I had a high moment. I just lost. But the fact that when shit's fucked up, like a demon, or not a demon, spoiler alert again. Your worst fear. If you look out in the sky, you'll see your worst fear, and it would drive you so crazy you want to fucking kill yourself.
No, you would kill yourself.
You would kill yourself. Even in that situation. There's motherfuckers who already, I forget, like...
They already seen it.
Yeah, they seen it, and they're already, like, they're that sick in themselves, that they're like, I want everybody else to see it. And the worst possible, like, a fucking, a zombie is like, brr. Like, that's one thing.
Right. These people are fully aware.
Right, like, fully aware, like, no, we got, like, another power, like, they would use another force against you. Like, I'm like, see, shit like that.
That's like the negative people
of
like, the internet.
But that's where it's like...
They're like, here,
whatever
look
powerful
at this
thing...
negativity. Like, maybe that was the deeper meaning of it, like...
I believe so.
The negative...
that's why I say I believe when you watch that, like... Because there's a director, there's a writer, there's a team behind this that are humans and
intellectual.
Right, and then they have this vision. Right? Like, you can learn something from a fool, even. Like, so it's like, whoever is in that room, whatever they're cooking is like, oh shit, well, somebody's thinking it. Mm-hmm. It's out there, it's in the universe, it's out there. You know what I'm saying? So, we're saying all that to say, that's why a fucking wall is like, is ridiculous. So I see a wall, I see GoFundMe wall trending on Twitter. Click on it, and it said, where is this?
We're trying to raise $1 billion. In the process of raising.
They're going for $1 billion. He's a veteran. Let me get his name. Hold on. I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't have said it in that order. That sounds fucked up. But Brian Colfage is a veteran, a triple amputee, who decided to start a GoFundMe for America's wall. Right? I click on it. I said, this shit is $4 million when I clicked on it. I said, they raised $4 million of real money. And it's really, okay, this is
You know
like,
what I'm
motherfuckers
thinking
donating
of?
50 to here and 50 there. What?
The fucking GoFundMe fee. GoFundMe's about to get
That's
rich
why they get
as fuck.
I forget what someone, and that's another.
It's a crazy percentage.
Like 17 or no? No.
I think it's 10%. I can't remember, but it's a wild percent.
So that's 100 million. Like a 10% fee would be 100 million if they do get the goal. Because when I first looked at this, it was $4 million.
Yeah,
Right?
they were at 11 the last time I checked, like this morning or yet.
They were at 11. Oh, I checked again later that night. It was at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Then
9.
Right, then 9, and then we saw it at 11. Right now, as of this podcast.
Even though we shouldn't even talk about it to put it out there on the internet more, but
see, that's
I get
the
it.
shit. Yeah,
I'm
right.
hoping that people that pay
it's at
attention to
$15
this.
million. And that's why. See, that's why. If I see it and don't talk about it and don't say something, like there's still 15. If I didn't say anything, 15 million real U.S. dollars are invested from across wherever.
That's crazy.
Like $50 here, $20 there. Like a lot of people, $25.
Shit, you
Ricky
know.
Nicholson gave $5. Carol McLaughlin gave $40. Carol gave $80.
You know, somebody from another country that would want to see us like
Could just throw $20.
crumble.
That's why I wasn't even gonna hold it to.
They could put 100.
Wow,
like
you know what's crazy?
A powerful person from another country.
I'm not
that's
even gonna
like,
bring Russia into this because I don't want my podcast hacked. But like some
That's
fucking
what I'm saying.
some hacker from Yugoslavia. That's probably get in, please. I'm just using you as an example. Don't be offended. Could
Anywhere.
slow play. They could slow play $1 billion over the next 3 years. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? Like, just slow play it. I mean, not who the fuck cares, but who
Right.
Who would?
Nobody would pay any attention to that.
And you could just keep going. It's $50 at a time over the next however, and it could happen. And to see that is like, what is first of all, and the obvious shit about this what makes it ridiculous. The obvious shit is like, a wall's not gonna help. 1, 2 is like, people are actually feeding into this.
Right.
Like there's people that are like, yeah, I'll give my last 80, and it's like, bro, that shit's not gonna make your day any better. So that's the obvious shit, but
like. There's really nothing. Like, I can't believe people. I can believe people. Still.
I can believe it. It's fucked, and that's why it's fucked up.
It's depressing how people are. Like, right now, being that it's close to Christmas, people are so fucking nasty right now. Like, just nasty.
I think,
I don't like leaving the house.
I said it to, I'm with you. We're gonna get there. I'm with you. Trust me. I said that to Shelly, and I think that was her like concerned call.
Uh-huh.
It was that. It was like I think I was like, oh no. I said to her like, I'm like, our text thread is getting lower and lower, and she was like, after the holidays it'll be all good, and I was like, I forget how I worded it, and that's why I said it to her. I was like, oh, in text I probably looked kind of crazy, but I was like, but this is the time when I need my friends the most during the holidays, like when everybody's supposed to be. Oh, actually, I forgot I said that. This is when I did say that. This is like I actually, because I was like, what the fuck?
So that's why.
But I see, and that's what. But I was just being it probably okay. That makes sense. That makes sense now. Actually, live on there. But that was how I really felt like that. I'm like, people are fucking nasty, and I was in that kind of mood where I was just like, this is the time when you need your friends the most during the holidays. Like, thanks for nothing. Basically. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's fucked up. See, that's fucked up.
No wonder she called you. She was like, oh my God.
I was confused. Like, when she called, I was like, hello?
I know.
Like, who the fuck? Like, what's wrong with you?
I feel like.
I was thinking, like, are you okay?
It's
like,
too late. You have to text her tomorrow, and, like, you have to be like, hey, I just realized.
It's 11 o'clock at night. I would call it live on the podcast.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Phone.
Huh?
That's not your phone.
What you mean? Yes, it is. All right, that was in my rollout. My rollout was my big announcement.
Oh my God!
No, it's fine.
It's not fine.
No, there's vitamin water, right? So vitamin water is doing.
Does that keep you warm?
Huh?
Does vitamin water keep you warm?
Yeah, it does. But vitamin water is doing a challenge. This is my big announcement. Vitamin Water is doing a challenge to see if people can go 1 year without their smartphone, like we talked about. Right? So I was like, damn, how can I get my announcement off without, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what I'll do? I was like, when I do my announcement, I open the window, take this phone, oh shit, I think that went to the neighbors. I'm gonna just throw it out at the end. And I was like, that's gonna be my announcement. So I was gonna wait till but I didn't want to throw my real phone. So I got the 7S with the 7 Plus with the screen crack and just had it on deck. So, but there it is. I'm in the goddamn challenge. I want to do it.
I think it'll be good for you.
I'm going either way. Even if Vitamin Water is like, if I gotta throw this shit out the window next because they don't accept the challenge, I think it's good. I'm gonna do it either way.
Good.
But anyway, what were we just talking about? It's freezing out.
It is so cold.
You know, I guess since we're on the subject anyway, I forget what we were talking about, but shit was depressing. Thank you for breaking that up with see, women are good. That's why you can't fuck around. That was literally my burner phone. I was gonna say and that's what I was gonna say before. Like I gotta train myself. I can't just be pulling out. You can't be pulling out the phone. Like I don't. But it's good. Yeah, my phone, it hasn't been in my pocket for a while. Yeah. That's why I had that on deck. Just, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna work. And I was thinking like it's good that I didn't have my phone in. I mean, see, that's where you know the limits. You know, I'm like, nah, it's 11 o'clock at night. Like, see the calling, and she called me at 9:20. It was based to me. It was like a midnight call.
Right, like is everything okay?
Yeah, like you have children. Like, are you okay? Hello? Yeah. Is someone following you? Like, do you need to go? Like, are you okay?
Are you okay?
I was right. So now I realized what I said. I was like, oh. And I did for the record, I did say like, oh, that probably sounded crazy looked crazy in the text. But anyway.
But I don't think you realized exactly what you had said. Till just now.
Like, no. I didn't realize how it was interpreted. Like, you're right. Like, that's why I used those. That I didn't look at my language. Like, is this responsible? Like, how could this be? I just kind of like, you know, like whatever. And
people suck.
See, now that's also where I think the blackout. That's why I think we need the blackout. Is like you got to start thinking about feelings again. You got to start thinking about. You can't just fucking say things and put this out. Like you can't. And not to even keep feeding a fed horse. Even that's why I feel like with Louis C.K. you have to be there. That's why you got to subscribe. Like with Louis C.K. That's why you can't do things like that. It's like, nah, bro. You got to think about everybody. You do
you do.
And you don't. And you don't gotta be. I'm not. I say some crazy shit, but now I'm like, yeah. Now actually, like. Let me think about what's responsible. Like,
True.
Let me think about what I'm putting out in the.
Like, if he's, Mara said that. She said she doesn't think that anybody should say it. She doesn't like the word.
Right.
And I agree with her. It doesn't bother me that you say it now, but it's because, like, I kind of get what she's saying. It's because it's been in your vocabulary. So I've heard it a lot, so I'm a little desensitized to it. But like she hasn't heard it a lot. That's not good.
That's not good. That's really not good. That's some crazy shit.
And the more you hear it, the more you're desensitized to it, and then you think it's okay to say. I mean, I would never do that, but like some people are fucking stupid.
Nah, it's true. Yeah, that's crazy. So I'm guilty of it. I'm just
you're
as guilty.
You're perpetuating the problem.
Yeah, word. I'm just as guilty. That's crazy. And that's why I really want to do better. Even with the phone thing was one thing, but like even that, it's like, damn, I gotta do better. Like even you gotta be. Huh?
It's just evolving.
Yeah, right. Like I'm not thinking like I gotta be socially responsible, but like I gotta be responsible for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Your
like,
views, you gotta keep the same energy.
And I gotta keep the 100%. I gotta definitely keep the fucking same energy. I think it's good. I'm excited. I feel free. Where's Kanye West? Oh damn, you can't even pull up Kanye West. It's fucked up. But I'm just gonna move on now. But I feel like there's something to that. I think it'll be good. It'll be good for me because with Mara also, when she said it, I thought about it. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, like, like she, you know what I'm saying? Like, I forget what we were talking about, and it was kind of like, I was like, oh yeah, like I do that. Like, yeah, true. And then that's when we and her were talking about, I think, and it was right after we recorded, so it wasn't up yet. We were talking about, I was like, the world's ended, it's over. And then I think Mara mentioned the Mayans. That's a tongue twister if I had a little more. Mara mentioned the Mayans. Oh, I guess it's not that bad. But Mara mentioned the Mayans, and I was thinking like, you gotta pinpoint that one. And I was thinking like, you know what? Like, oh yeah, those calendars. We just talking about predictions. Actually, we were talking about H.G. Wells also, and it was also funny. I wasn't gonna wet snitch, but I have to. Like, I was like, there's an author, H.G. Wells. She was like, yeah, I know who that is. And I actually I wanted to go there with her, like, you're right. But I kept going. But when she said it, like, okay, yeah, go. I was like, but see, I just went. Like when she was like, I know who that is. I kept it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give you no backstory. Good, I can go where I'm going. Like,
I would have been like, who the fuck is H.G. Wells?
It's funny. No, that's why I genuinely enjoy talking to her because she was like, okay. And I'm like, okay. I can't even like. I'm not gonna mansplain it. I see mansplaining taught me that when she's like, I know who that is. I don't have to still explain.
But she likes for us to explain things more sometimes too. Funny, so you have to find out where you gotta explain.
That's mad funny. Big shout out to Barra, man. But I said it. I was like, you know what? It was like a hot take in the car, but I've been thinking about it for a couple of days. I was like, I think the Mayans, when they must have been like, I forget, like December 12th. Mara actually said the day. She said the 12th or the 17th or something, and it was she said the right day in the car.
It was like the 12th.
Something like I didn't remember. And I was like, yeah, that sounds about. I was like, yeah, I think you hit it. But I'm probably fucking it up. Podcast facts.
You get the point.
I was like, December 12th. They probably were like, yeah, that's about. I don't see it going past this. And I don't think. And we all took that as like, oh, we're gonna die. A fucking asteroid's gonna float out the sky and knock us off. But it could have been some shit. Like, it could have been some, whatever they fucking, however they did what they did. Like, whoever made the
Facebook was invented.
But yeah, right, exactly. When Facebook came around, 06, it was originally for college kids. And it was responsible. It was like LinkedIn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
couldn't get in there unless you were a college kid.
You had to have a college email. You know what I'm saying? Then, like, they saw whatever they saw and was like, all right, so 2006 and this, and they probably knew like, this is gonna fuck them up about here. So whatever happened and whatever cutoff, I think 2012 was the cutoff. Like, that's when we lost it, but we didn't realize it yet. Mm-hmm. Like how and this is a gray area episode, so I can get into this.
2012 was when everybody else was allowed. It was like right before then everybody else. Right,
was allowed I got on Facebook in like 2009.
I was on there. I think
by 2012, I was in my detox of it. Like that's when I was deactivated. This shit was out of line. Or like when I look back, because I'm back now. When I look back on my like memories and everything ends in 2011. Like it's like 2011 was my gap. I didn't come back till 2015. So in 2012, I knew like, nah, this shit is bad for us. And like this is the gray area podcast. 100%. So I can get into it. Like that's why it's that my 2012 may have been the end, because I'm like, damn, if artificial intelligence is actually that smart, it could be slow playing us. Like, they know how humans are, you know what I'm saying? They know, like,
well, and they it's can just learn a matter of time. Too, so they can throw little tests out and see how we take
slow play us.
Yeah.
Like, they could just be like, all right, these motherfuckers, they ain't going for it if we do this shit in 6 months. Right. But like how everything's suggested. What was the last thing? I forget what the last thing was. See if I have my phone to put it back in my brain. It was something happened after Shake Shack. Like, I'll just use Shake Shack for example. Okay. A cool dude, Andrew, his name is, the GM at the Shake Shack in Westbury, gave me a discount because he's like, I see you a lot, bro. You need to get your life together. No, but I told him, I'm like, yo, that their place is run like their operation is run like very efficient. Like I'm like, damn, it's not fat.
It's good quality.
And
like,
right,
quality
good quality is like, damn, you can get a fucking fire burger
instead of McDonald's or something.
Right, exactly. Like the idea of
like
fast food.
If you're gonna have fast food,
you might as well wait the extra 7 minutes in Shake Shack and get a good burger instead of some plastic.
That's how McDonald's actually started out. Remember?
And I said it because we watched the Ray Kroc movie Founder.
Yeah.
And we watched it the next day. I went in there and I was like, oh shit. I was like, this is one of those fucking like those flawless systems.
And
I was like, they got it.
They just stepped back.
Right.
Like,
and I mentioned it to him. And he was like, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. So he gave me, which was cool to him, and I do appreciate it. He gave me this card for an online discount when you order online. And this is where I get, like, he did me a great thing. And when I saw it, and I went in, I had to put in, it was like, sign up. You must sign up to, I was like, damn. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like,
right. Okay.
Because he gave it to me. No, I know what's going to happen. If it was any other I swear, any other place that gave me I never would use coupons. I'm all for a discount. But like once I got to that point,
you're like
in any website, when you get to that, like, put your credit card down just because we won't use it, but like, no, fuck this. I'm out. So, but I was like, all right, it's gonna happen anyway. So I'll give him my email. Boom.
Right.
Put it in. Like, not even 5 minutes went by. Like, when I was
I forgot about this.
Yeah, I pulled into the parking lot. I got my I was a little early. I got my phone out. It was like the second thing down on the gram, and I was like, God damn! I was like, y'all ain't even gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? But see that I saw. Yeah, I was like, I know where that's from. The shit that could be put in us for long term. Like, that's why I think that's why the fucking vitamin water is, if there's that's a great incentive. $100,000 is a great incentive. I was like, oh shit, I could do that. and then I started to think like it should be done for free. You know what I'm saying? Because
just to detox.
Just to break that. Like, the shit, when we pull out our phones and don't even realize what we're doing and you're in the wormhole before you know it, it's not good.
I think it's actually really, really good because, like, if I could do it, I would. Remember, I deleted the Facebook app. I just re-downloaded it, and I deleted
Didn't you have
it over
to for
2
an app?
years. Yeah, no, I had to do it to post a fucking job.
Right. But see, that's where it's like,
I'm
damn.
still irritated by that. But the good thing is, like, I 2 years broke the habit.
Sure.
Like, I'm like, oh shit, I need to check and see if I don't have the habit of Facebook anymore, and I don't, like, I'm like, anything, notifications, all right, check that, just business wise.
Right.
And then I put it away. Like, I'll scroll for like 10 seconds and I'm like,
and then you realize, like, but it takes you being in it,
right,
to be like, wait, what am I doing?
But I still don't go there to
that's
check.
Good. But see, that's discipline.
Right. But it took 2 years because I would always open my phone, check Facebook, check Instagram. Now on Instagram I check but I make sure to keep it in doses. I mean,
Instagram's
also
kind of easy though.
I'm
it's
busy.
Weird. Right.
I'm busy. I think that has a lot to do with it because I don't have much time to sit down and go into a wormhole.
Right.
So I, like, choose when I'm going to go into a wormhole. Like, I won't be on Instagram all day. As much
as you should, right.
And then I see you sent me a couple posts and I'm like, oh, shit.
Because I've been all day like, oh, she's going to like this, and she's going to like this, and she's going to like this, and what's this?
And I'm like, oh my God, I totally haven't been on it. I literally
funny.
haven't been on Instagram all day. Like, all day.
That's mad funny. Like, that is funny.
And then at night.
And then you got 9 posts from me, and I'm like, oh, you see that? Like, no.
And I'm sitting next to you on the couch.
That's funny. But see, and I think you're taking it in as much as is like healthy.
Right.
Like, that's as much as, like, it wasn't even unproductive.
Right.
Because, and like, you could be on for 15 minutes and not even realize.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I
15 minutes you're not going to get back and you have no idea what you just took in your brain. No idea.
Sure.
Like, if AI is playing us, we're taking it in, like...
You won't know until... And that's why shows like Blacklist are crazy to me, because I'm like... Black Mirror, excuse me. Blacklist is some other shit. But, which we didn't finish.
Yeah, that was
but
that one.
Now confused.
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror is some shit, because I'm like, see, this may be one of those Simpsons and one of those fucking...
Seems that way.
Yeah, like...
It could be Back to the Future shit, but...
Right, because and that's another thing. Back to the Future... it had us like flying cars and all that shit. It had us. They thought in the 80s it was gonna be some wild shit.
Wow.
And then 2016. But see, between when they thought, oh no, wasn't it 2012? Maybe? No, I forget. No, 2014. See, Mara had the date and I forget.
I don't know.
Right. Or was it 17? October something?
Yeah.
17? Yeah, we should not podcast facts this. But between whatever that was.
I Google? Because I'm bad at Googling.
Back to the Future date. See, now that's why I think I could go on about this, and I think I will because this is the gray area episode. But I saw a kid. He asked that he was doing his math homework. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up while you look that up. Also.
2015. I hope I said
15?
that out loud. I'm pretty sure I did.
It's on record. We'll know in a second.
October 21st, 2015.
Yeah, I fucked that up, didn't I?
You did, like 18 times. And I want to say the only thing I said was right. 2015.
No, I take your word.
But I don't know how I remembered that.
But see, in 2015, we're like, we ain't got none of that shit. Nike dropped whatever they dropped. But I think between 2015 and like now, I think we're advancing.
A lot has happened.
We're advancing very
happened.
Fast.
Yes.
I think it's
agree.
It's getting it's getting like
crazy.
Jesus Christ.
And
like,
Black Mirror, that show is like, it's how my imagination doesn't work like that, so I don't like go there with technology. I'm like, why can't you fix the fucking sound quality on the iPhone? Like, you can't like not pick up fucking. Sure. I've complained about this on I feel like on a podcast before, maybe just to you, but like if I'm talking to my mom and she's chewing, I can hear it. Sometimes I have to let her go. I'm like, I'm gonna have to call you back tomorrow. Or she's like doing dishes and it sounds like she's fucking in a war.
Right. So when you get calls in your AirPods, sometimes people are like, I'm sorry, I can't hear. Like if the wind blows, it sounds like fucking an Uzi is going off. Like.
No, it's like a weird sound. Now I can't remember what the sound is, but that's why I asked you the other day. I was like, is it windy? And I was outside too. And you were like, you're outside too. Like, why are you asking me that? That's an efficient way. But I just wanted to make sure that was the wind sound. It's like a very weird. Doesn't sound like wind at all.
I'm in Afghanistan right now. And like when we're talking about Black Mirror, when they talk about like downloading your consciousness into something, I'm like,
it's like the new way to clone. Which
right. I'm like, that's actually like, because my book idea I had a couple. I forget. It's in my notes somewhere, wherever my phone is. But I forget the date. But I was like, I want to take 1,000 episodes of my podcast and put a bunch of writers in a room, and that's how they write my book. If that makes sense. Okay. Like I feel like that's enough information to know my feelings and whatever.
On the Black Mirror episode.
That's what I was gonna say.
Definitely do that.
Then we looked at that Black Mirror episode. With the husband, the boyfriend or whatever died. She was able to upload his text messages and get like his videos and get his voice, and it was able to text and respond like him. Then they sent the fucking that where that was realistic, and they sent the whole body and they were able to transform. That I feel like that's obviously
should have just came right. I know came like him
right. So. Like that's where the sci-fi shit. If you enjoy the show and move on, right. But as far as like uploading it to a computer, uploading my text messages, my videos, and say you can take the podcast and put it into a computer, that's feasible to me. Like I was like, if we got, because you can add like Alexa, and I'll play this small clip. If I had this in high school, first of all, I would have been a fucking neurosurgeon. If I had the internet. In like 8th grade right now. Oh my god.
Boy.
A kid was asking Alexa his homework. Like he was like, Alexa, what's whatever, and I was like, said when you watch it, yeah, I'm like, oh.
He shit. Said, Alexa, what's 5 minus 3?
So when I saw that, I was
yo, mama, beat your ass.
I really looked. I said, damn, he's working smarter, not harder. Like I really looked. I was like, This is good.
How are you not going to be able to cheat moving forward? Like, people
it's
just
no going back. Like, that kid knows,
stupid.
like, the fuck I gotta learn this for? I just ask Alexa, like.
Right. She's going to be around.
She'll be around. Alexa
like,
ain't going nowhere.
Not having to use a fucking calculator. You
See,
know,
that's
like,
the
they
slow
were like,
play of
write
having
it on paper. But there's
Right.
calculators, though.
Right, exactly.
So
now you pull out your phone and there's nobody to stop.
The kid ain't wrong. The kid ain't wrong.
I saw that and I saw the mom. I was like, oh, she about to smack the shit out of him. But like the boy, that boy is familiar. That shit gave me. I kind of wanted to duck a little bit. But
did
like,
it show him?
No.
Moving?
I was
okay.
like, no. Are you kidding? This would have been a whole other video.
But she stopped it, or she edited it.
Hey, see, that's what I'm saying. This would have been a whole other video. Nobody would even talk about Alexa if she did
But she has to be laughing at this, otherwise she wouldn't have posted it. It's like falling with the hanging the curtain.
Sure. But and because it's like, can you blame them? That's why you can post it. It's like, and that's when shit starts thinking for you like that.
Can you get more stupid, and then AI will just be able to take over so easy.
See that sounded so crazy to me even like 6 months ago, but now like I'm like, I don't know, man. Like think about if Alexa had legs, I would be calling her to do shit all the time. And then I was just like,
imagine if you know, like hearing the Patel. I don't want to say his name wrong. Hearing the Patel thing, like he did say that a lot of people were not offended, and they like actually went out of their way to come apologize to him. But there were a few people that were offended. Imagine if like one of the ways that the AI, you know, like takes over is just being super offensive and like, you know, like offending people and like making them super sad, and then they just kill themselves. That was a birdcage reference.
Or it's like imagine they let AI, like imagine it's like, no, humans, we're gonna be nice to each other. If you want to say something mean, go to the AI and you just talk shit to your Alexa and talk shit back. If you start talking, like if there's a robot in your house, you talk shit to, and
then they just feed off the negativity.
Eventually, it's like, oh, you start to jab a little bit, like, oh, you're crazy AI. Then it starts to put you in the half Nellis. You're like, oh, you're crazy AI. Then it pulls a gun on you and kills you. Then what? Like, where's that? It's just fucked up. It starts, and I look. See, I'm a 30-year-old man. I wouldn't throw my real phone out the window. That'd be really irresponsible. But like, I could really actually not use my phone. And I look back like, damn, if I had that shit as a kid, like I wouldn't know shit because I would have Googled everything.
Oh, you wouldn't. I mean, you retain stuff. I know what you mean.
You know, like, life on the internet.
Get to the point. Yeah, but you know what? Like, maybe that's not actually
as bad as I'm making it because I'm
no, maybe we're thinking too like fucking grandma for, you know, like
a 4-year-old,
because like okay, he can't write out a fucking problem. Like he should. Well, I guess if there's a blackout, but what are you gonna need numbers for in a fucking blackout? What are you gonna
civilization, like order. Like if they're like, oh, hey buddy, think about a motherfucker who never did math before. It's like, hey man, can I get 7 fire sticks from you? And I'll be like, sure bud, what you gonna give me? And they'll be like, I'll give you 7 tomatoes. But he's always asked Alexa, like, so you like the simple math. How you teach simple math? You walk over, or he's like, I give you 3 tomatoes. So you walk over until I'm about to fuck the math up because I changed the number. But that's another story. He brings his 3 tomatoes, and I give him 7 pieces of wood. And he's like, what is this? And I'm like, what? That's 7 tomatoes. Like, no, it's not. Like, if Alexa's not around, the shit could be fucked up. Like, if you've never actually, like Bo gave Thomas 7 tomatoes, and Thomas.
But it doesn't matter if you have it in front of you. Anybody can do it, right? I mean,
not if you've been asking Alexa, like, and just write the number. That's what I mean. I know life without the internet, so I'm not even sure I can explain this the right way. Like, I'm not even sure I can reverse it and take it back to simple math now, because. Or this could be some ideas I'm having.
I don't know how they teach math now either. This
not Alexa doing it. I don't know, man.
But I feel like, you know, I get what you're saying.
I could definitely. And
if the world ends, he's fucked. If the world doesn't end, he's fine.
If I could clone myself, I would. That's the fucked up shit. Like if, like the blacklist thing.
Absolutely.
And not clone, like.
There'd be 15.
What they did in blacklist was you download.
Do you imagine it? I mean. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just imagining having more than one me. I mean, you'd be annoyed, but I would get a lot of shit done. Like,
could I have sex with it?
Yeah.
You say that now. You come home to an
I'd be
eight-some.
like, are you out of your motherfucking mind?
I'm like, I wanted to stack them up. I've always wanted to do that. Like, come on, let me get this off. Like, this, like,
it's you.
I'm like, it's you, girl. Don't act like that. You're being selfish. You're not caring about yourself, actually. Yeah, that could be fucked up. I don't know. But no, in all seriousness, though, like, 15 of you. I'm like, damn, if I could even say it was, it would probably be some wild ass, probably like $80,000. No, sex dolls actually aren't that outrageous of a price. So think about it, like the idea of how those look realistic, but like you can actually do with the right AI, maybe like 50 grand. I'm like, damn, 3 of those would be like, you know what? Three of any human could get a lot of shit done. See that and this is gonna go on a wild hypothetical, but I would use it for like money. Like I would have. Every fucking business would be operating at maximum fucking capacity. Like you think what am I gonna produce handguns? Like what the fuck? Like I'm gonna go carve out machetes? Like no, I'm gonna do me the best way I know how 4 times. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the fucked up thing is I would do it. And if it was like a Tesla, you charge them in the garage, it'd be 4 of them in there, and I'd be like, if you plugged in at night, I'd be like, all right. You got 18 dog walks tomorrow. You got 9 car washes. You got to fucking mow the lawn. I program them and I take my ass upstairs.
You research this.
Yeah, right. Like I got a podcast after 3 o'clock. We got the podcast going. So just fuck around and pull up the videos for me on the.
Right.
It would do everything. I would just be. I'd be a fucking. What are those guys? Conductor, director, whoever. The guy that does this. Whatever. It'd just be that.
In control.
And that's where I know I would get consumed with it. And what worries me is like, now what if those 4 things like, yeah, we ain't listening to you today, dog. Like I'd be like, wait, what? Like, nah, fam.
Because if they had your attitude,
that's what I'm saying.
They would totally turn on you.
That would be sick. They would be like, yeah, the 4 of us was thinking, it's 4 of us, and it's one of you, fam. And I'd be like, you got me. Like, I know myself. I'm probably not getting out of this if you 4 got together. Like, all right, they'd be like, get in your crate. I'd be like, all right, guys, like, just don't do no weird shit, and we're good to go. We want me to mow the lawn? I'll mow the lawn. This is fucked up. This is gonna be fucked up. I don't know where this is going, Lindsey.
Maybe we just stick to it.
I'm having my blackout, and in all seriousness. I'm glad this timing is everything. I'm glad this is happening on the Gray Area episode. I'm 100% giving up my smartphone for a year. I'm putting it on record right now
Good.
And I'm putting it in the universe right now. I'm 100% giving up my smartphone in 2019. Like all of 2019. And it's going to be good. It's like, I feel like I'm not going to text because I don't know what kind of phone I got to get.
You got to shake on it.
Our first official podcast bet?
Yeah.
Wow, this is fucking legendary.
What are we betting?
I'm so glad this is happening right now. I don't know. I didn't think about this. I don't want to hit you. I don't want to hit you live on the podcast. I would hit. My brain where I want to hit you is I'm not gonna do it. I got to think this through. But time. We're talking about time here. We're talking about We're talking about going back, right? What I'm thinking is a watch. I'm thinking, I don't know what watch.
Okay.
But what I would want out of this bet is a watch.
Okay.
I'm not going to put my Rolex on you because I'm like, I don't want to hit you in the head because I do love you.
You win 100 bands and then I have to buy you a Rolex. Makes sense.
No, somehow, women are funny because you somehow get it anyway. Like, it'd be a lie. Like, somehow, some way, you'd be like, I can't believe you bought a Rolex. I have to buy a Rolex. And you get like, I'm being mindful. I know what you're doing. I don't know what's happening, but it's a Jedi woman mind trick. And I think I know what's happening. See, somehow I feel bad about winning the bet already. I'm not going to make it. It's not going to work.
No, we have to make a bet. You don't ever win bets.
No, I know. That's why I lose.
Yeah,
no, see, that's where I was going with this. I'm like, I'd never win the bets.
But I think it's
our first official podcast bet, though, so yeah. It's out in the universe.
It's not even a really good bet because I'm like 98% sure you can do the year.
Oh, I thought you were going to bet against me.
No.
See, now I don't want to let you down. Now I don't want to bet you.
Yeah, but then you have to bet me because then it'll just push you more.
Okay, so if I gotta work this out in my head, but it's gonna be a watch without one on my end. What if I don't make it? Then you just be disappointed with me. See, that's how I don't wanna. I can't.
No, I want something.
What are you talking about, fam? Like, you don't plant no seeds here. See, women, fuck the fucking seeds. You just
like, I mean,
what you want out of this?
Well, I'm gonna just get nothing. What do you get? Bets? Bets?
Right.
Nah, we don't play bets like that.
This is scary. I don't know if I want to make this, man. See, the phone is the easy part.
I want a massage every day.
Get that right now. Oh.
For.
This is going to be good.
3 months. And you get 6 off days.
That's very generous. You're being generous right now.
You can choose whenever, but it just adds the 6 on.
I'll give you 6 months.
Okay, with 6
off days. If I make it,
if you don't make it,
I'll give you a month. I'll give you a month because that's a solid bet, and I know where massages go. So, I'll give you a month on me if I make it.
Okay.
But 6 months, I'll give you 6 months, unlimited.
Full body.
Full body.
Full body.
Wait, this is. I feel like I
mean,
can't
don't lose.
I feel like I want to fuck this up January 3rd. But yeah, I'm about to blow this by the 3rd. Let me put some champagne in. Oh, now that's all I had to do was give up a smartphone. But, deal, our first bet.
You always kill my hand.
Hey, the only thing I'm gonna kill, I lose this bet. That's it. Podcast over. I know where I'm going. Beautiful people, have a day you deserve. Ciao for now. Thank you for tuning in.
Subscribe to our channel.
Thank you. What she said. The real Mrs. McCrimmon. Lindsey, thanks for being here. Have a day you deserve, motherfuckers. Ciao for now. Oh, I fucked it up.
Click.